This is Akim Green, newsroom. This is another segment of our pre-World Cup campaign, getting the views of some persons in Guyana on their thoughts about how this World Cup may go. I mean, my presence today is none other than Golden Jaguars player, now coach as well, Vurlon Mills. Hi, Vurlon Mills. Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Good afternoon, Hakim.
Uh, you know, let's get straight into it, Vurlon. The World Cup just a couple of days away from now. What's your thoughts on the spectacle that comes this year, 2018?
Well, our World Cup, the pinnacle of the world most popular sport. We know for sure at least half of the world is watching World Cup. Um, my team is Germany. In 2014 I backed them, even back then before. I think Germany again, is gonna be a surprise in this. Not a surprise, but I think they're gonna be superior in this World Cup. Um, so we got our continue.
No, you just continue.
Okay. Yeah. I think Germany has a quality team. They have more depth than 2014. For me, the team is more quality, even though Mario Götze didn't make the team. Götze, who scored the winning goal against Argentina in 2014, was a surprise for me. And Sané, who thought that Sané would have been out of Germany's squad given the fact that Sané had an exceptional season at Manchester City this season. So, in saying that, if Germany could leave those two quality players out of the World Cup, it shows the depth that they have, to go to this World Cup.
A lot of the predictions thus far have pinned. Should all the favorites go? There's circulating on Facebook that Brazil and Germany should meet in the final. That's a favorite prediction.
A lot of people say, okay, Brazil gonna win it. But for me, I don't think Brazil is the team to win the World Cup this year.
Why is that?
No, Brazil is a complete team. I like Brazil players individually, as I mentioned before on television. But collectively as a team, I don't support them. Brazil still has, contradiction in picking a final captain, and that show a lack of leadership in Brazil's squad. There's still no candidate as yet for that position. So clearly, it's a lack of leadership, and by this stage, you should have a captain for your squad.
But if you look at the philosophy of Tite, who's the coach, I think as a player, how does given the fact you recognize that your defense isn't your strong suit,
Yeah.
and that goals essentially will be scored against you, but you have enough firepower to match those goals and obviously do better. What's your take? Because that's the philosophy that most persons are banking on for Brazil.
Yeah. But they always say strikers win games, but defense win tournaments, right? So I could score 100 goals, but if goals could concede against me at any time, that means 101 could score against me, and that's Brazil's problem. They could score at any time, no doubt about it. Brazil could score on you at any point in time in the game, but there's always that point that a team gonna score on them. There's always that point.
But you look at you just speak about Brazil, Germany, but to get to that final, there's some other top teams in contention. There is
Sure.
France that a lot of
France,
persons.
I
I've
think
looked at what your thoughts in
France and Spain is looking really, really good. I think France has a very, very good attack from the midfield and the attack. They have a good chemistry going right now. I think during the World Cup campaign, building up to the World Cup campaign, in the matches and the international friendlies, they look good. They put away the chances. They will get winning the ball, playing collectively as a team. Spain, same thing. And Spain is more of I shouldn't say relaxed, but a more composed team in terms of keeping possession of the ball and waiting for that perfect moment to penetrate. But I think that Belgium for me is the underdogs. Even though Germany, we have Spain, we have France, Brazil. For me, Belgium is the underdog. The likes of Fellini and these players, they just have the firepower this time around to go all the way, right?
Vurlon, you speak about Belgium. Personally, if you may, I asked persons about this. Belgium would have made it furthest as a semi-final. From a player now, given that, for example, should Golden Jaguars qualify for the World Cup a day, it would be essentially something that we have not done yet.
Yeah.
And now we're asking Belgium to go further than they would ever gone before in the World Cup. So I'm asking you, from a player perspective, What was it that they need to do as in, to really go past what they have done?
I think they just gotta be consistent because Belgium, they're always good starting up the game, but there are always spurs in the game that they lose focus. And you know, Alex Ferguson, ex-manager of Manchester United, always say the difference between the top teams, the really top teams, and the teams that are here is concentration for 90 minutes. You know, and that's the difference between the teams. And I find Belgium is that kind of team. Play hard, fight hard. But then there's that moment in the game that they lose focus, that's when they lose the game. And that's the difference. I mean, if they could keep the concentration for 90 minutes, they can prevail right through.
And another thing is the big debate is about, is this the reckoning, the day of reckoning, I should say, the day that we really see who's great in terms of the debate over Cristiano Ronaldo and Leo Messi? Because many persons said this is really
Really, I don't like getting into that debate. For me, Messi is my player. You understand? The greatest player we've ever seen in forever.
neither
Right?
are able to,
He's the greatest player.
win
I
the
mean,
World Cup.
he hasn't been able to win the World Cup. Ronaldo himself hasn't been able to win the World Cup. But this World Cup is going to be great. I think it's going to be teams that we don't expect to prevail, they're going to prevail out of the groups. I think this World Cup is going to have a lot of upsets given the fact that a lot of teams stepped up this year. There's no longer teams that are really superior and then there's teams here. All the teams are so close this time around, and I think it's going to be a very, very good World Cup.
You look at Argentina, let's focus on Argentina now. You speak about Messi. There's Di Maria, there's Dybala. Do you think he has enough with him, enough quality with him? Remember they left out like Cardone?
I think Argentina has enough quality, yes, but they just can't look at Messi to carry the team, and I think that was a problem last World Cup around. Everybody was looking to Messi to carry the team, right? And if you're gonna look at one player, then obviously we're gonna fail because the team is not about one player. The team is about the team, and if everybody focus on doing their job, then collectively the team gonna win. But if I only focus on what you're gonna do, then we cannot win. And that's the difference. If Argentina could play the football and focus on their football and play collectively as a team, I think they could win.
You speak with Argentina. What about Portugal? Is it that they don't have the depth as Argentina has? If Cristiano needs more support to really push Portugal?
I think Portugal not so complete as Argentina. So obviously they're gonna be looking for Cristiano to give them more on the park, you know. So you gotta do a lot of work for them. You gotta be working hard for them to take them all the way through.
But practically speaking, how far do you see both of those teams going?
Well, a lot of predictions that Argentina are gonna be in the finals, you know.
But this is from you. This is Vurlon's prediction.
Yeah. So I'm gonna give you my prediction. A lot of good. So my prediction is, of course, I want Germany to win, right? But I also want Argentina to go all the way through to the finals.
You want to repeat
right?
2014?
So, yeah, but obviously that's not gonna happen because I think Germany they're gonna clash sometime before the final. So, it's either one. One of the two teams gotta go through, right? I'm gonna go with Germany because I'm a German fan. Exceptional. Warner score goals. You can depend on him to score goals, and I think Germany with him up top, they're gonna definitely score some goals in this World Cup because he always in position to score. He always trying to make diagonal runs, always showing for the ball, always present. He gonna make a big presence in this World Cup.
Thanks again, Vurlon. I know it was just a short time, but thank you very much for giving me your views about this World Cup. I certainly hope that your prediction comes true to one degree that Germany reaches the final because as I'm a Brazil guy and that 2014 is certainly something that my team is open to but certainly thank you very much, brother.
Thanks, Akim.